it's so interesting the way God, and that's what I meant by this idea of, man, I wish I had a whiteboard so much so I could make this illustration, but it's kind of like a fractal. And I'll just try to draw it with my hands. And so, like, let's do something simple like a triangle. So say you have a triangle. Well, within that triangle, you can now make 3 side triangles within that one triangle, right? So we can turn the one triangle into 3. And then each of those 3 triangles, we can turn into 3 more triangles, so on, so forth, infinitely down spiraling. And what my conception of the free will and the sovereignty is God's plan and purpose in this example is the triangle. That shape, that form will go perpetually through eternity. But we are these like modes, these triangles within the big triangle of God. And we're these little triangles. And we're making real choices and real consequences within our triangle, within our life. And some of those that mirror the will of God will be perfect little triangles, just like the original one. But our sin, our rebellion, those will be broken and distorted, and they won't be triangles anymore. And then that will fractal down into the next series, right? And the brokenness becomes generational and it continues down. But this is where I see God's providence is none of our brokenness within our individual triangles are affecting the big picture, the God triangle, but it's very much affecting our lives and those we're related to. But God in his sovereignty can restore even those broken triangles or those broken lives and bring them back into harmony with his plan and purpose in their lives. And I'm sorry I had to illustrate that with my hands, but that's kind of how I think about sovereignty and free will, almost like a fractal-esque sort of experience where God controls the pattern, but then there's infinite variation and deviation within the pattern and template of God. But I believe God isn't just in charge of the macro, but he's involved in each of the micro as well.